Okay, this delivery just came from OWC. I think that stands for Other World Computing. MacSales, I think, .com is another URL they use, but you Google OWC, you're going to find them. Yeah, and it just says right here, MacSales.com. So this is my Chris Reeves Sebenza knife. I love it. Best pocket knife made. And they're made in, let's see, Idaho. All right, so we'll open this package. This is an upgrade I've been planning for a while. And it's going to be SSD drives. This is, let me see if you can see that. Yeah, I guess you can see it. This is the super slim housing to put my optical drive in. I'm going to take the optical drive out of my MacBook Pro and I'm going to put a second hard drive in it, which is actually going to be the boot drive. It's going to be an SSD. And from what I've gathered, it doesn't matter if you put the SSD drive there or where the original hard drive is. It's the same access speeds. So, so I'm going to replace the optical drive in the MacBook Pro with an SSD, and then I'm going to take the optical drive and put it in this housing. So that'll be one of the last things I do. Okay, and then here is, and there are probably cheaper places to buy some of this stuff, but I use their backup program, Carbon Copy Cloner, so I like to give these guys the business. This looks like the adapter for, not sure which adapter that is. Let's see here. Mount bracket. Oh, this is for putting it in the Mac Pro, I guess. So this is, I guess, for putting it in the optical drive. So the other upgrade I'm going to do two upgrades. I'm going to put an SSD in my MacBook Pro, and I'm going to put an SSD in my Mac Pro. And this is for the Mac Pro. So we'll set this aside for now because that's last. Do that after I finish the MacBook Pro. It's good they give the instructions with it. Now I got two of these. Let's see if you can see that. The reflection is like. I got two of these. They should both be 240 gigabyte SSD drive. It says designed and built in the USA. Mercury Electra 3G. Because of the age of my unit, 2 years old, it doesn't benefit to have the 6G one, I think. Yeah, it says 240 gigabyte right there. So that's one of the drives. This is RAM. I'm going to also upgrade the RAM on my MacBook Pro from 4 gigs to 8. 8's the max. That's dirt cheap now, the RAM. So while I had it open, I figured I'd do that upgrade. Here's the other hard drive. And they even give you a toolkit. Wow. I've already got tools, but that's nice that they give you a little toolkit. Well, it's included in one of the kits that I bought, I guess. Don't give it to you, but they include it. Okay. And then here's the adapter for putting it in the optical bay on the oh, that feels very well made on the MacBook Pro. So this will be one of the first items that I use. So I'm going to set that over here for now. And the tools here, I'll also use the RAM and one of the hard drives. So I'll put the other hard drive over here out of the way. And I'll pause this recording and we'll get the MacBook Pro out here. Okay, it's nice that they give you the little screwdriver. It is the correct size and it would work fine, but I have a kit with a nicer screwdriver, and this is a 00 size Phillips, and this one has the swivel on it, so it's just going to be quicker for me to get the screws out. So I'm going to take all the screws out, and you do want to use the correct size Phillips because you can strip these screws if you're not careful. So I'm going to take all the screws out. There are, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 screws, it looks like. Some of these are different sizes, so you want to keep them together. I'm going to put them where they go. So I'm going to pause this and take all the screws out and take the back off. Okay, on mine, let me point this down just a hair more. There. On mine, only 3 of the screws were longer. These 3 right here that go across where the black is, and this one in the corner was a short one. So that's interesting that this one was long and this one was short. I don't know if that's the same on everybody's, but I've got them all lined up with where they came out of. All the rest of the screws seem to be the same size. So let's see, just lift this off. There it comes off very easily. Lightweight piece of aluminum. Now we see the guts of the computer. Now the first thing I'm going to do before I forget to do it is I'm going to put the new RAM in. So let's see here. Yeah, just pop those little clips and it just pops right out. And there's humidity here today. It's rainy, so I'm not worried about static electricity. Okay, I just had to wiggle that one a little more to get it out. Now, let's get these OWC modules. Okay, so I was just interrupted by a phone call, so now let's put these 2 new SIMs in. Make sure we line them up correctly. This one's going in the bottom slot. Just goes right in. And the new ones go in a lot easier than the old ones came out. Especially the second old one kind of fought me a little bit. Good. Alright, so now we've gone from 4 gigs of RAM to 8 gigs of RAM. Now I've got to take out a bunch of screws and take out this optical drive. So it looks like the first thing I need to do is I gave it a little pry bar. I guess that's to pry this up. Yeah. Okay, so that just unclips because I want that to be out of the way. And this one, unclip this one. Okay, good. Now I understand that there's a screw that's a little bit hidden under here. Yeah, there it is. So I'm going to get to that hidden screw first. It's just a Phillips. Okay, so once you have the screws loose around the optical drive, you have to take the 2 screws out of this. This is like a speaker assembly or something. To get that loose, that will not be removed. But once we get the screws loose from the drive, we should be able to lift the drive out. Lifting it out now. And here we go, it's coming out. And the screws are still with it. I'm going to set these aside. There's 2 screws there that go with it.